More than 75 years after the Holocaust, anti-Semitism is still alive and flourishing, especially in Europe. So how do Jewish people respond? Run away or stay and fight? CBN Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl traveled to Paris to see how two groups are fighting the oldest hatred on earth.
Paris, home to the Arc de Triomphe, Eiffel Tower, and Notre Dame Cathedral. Unfortunately, this epitome of beauty and culture is also one of the places across Europe experiencing a rise in acts of anti-Semitism.
We are facing threats throughout Europe, and the question rises day to day whether or not there's a present and a future for Jews in Europe.
Rabbis Yehuda Kovesh and Menachem Margolin believe a future is possible if they act now. That's why they invited some 300 world leaders to come together here and confront what's facing the Jewish community.
Unfortunately, here in Europe, one of the challenges is the anti-Semitism and the rise of anti-Semitism, which is strengthened from all sides, whether it's from the extreme Muslims or from the extreme left or from the extreme right.
Jew hatred is Jew hatred. What difference does it make what ideological clothing it makes? What ideological clothing it disguises itself in, or from which ideological camp it comes? It has to be combated.
Organizers held the event at the New European Judaism Center behind me at Jerusalem Place in the heart of Paris. They see the center as a light in the darkness and hope it's a sign of better things for the Jewish community in Europe.
As mayor, I think that we have to fight, because when people attack Jewish community, these people attacks all our democracy and the humanity.
We have to fight darkness with light. We have to fight the voices of hatred with voices of love and voices of the eternal values of Judaism and Jewish practice.
Rabbi Kovesh, head of the Action and Protection League, conducted the most comprehensive survey ever to measure anti-Semitic attitudes in Europe. 16,000 people in 16 European countries were surveyed. The results showed a fifth of Europeans believe a secret Jewish cabal controls world politics and economics. The same amount believe Jewish people exploit Holocaust victimhood for their own needs. And a quarter of the respondents agreed that Israel's policies make me understand why some people hate Jews.
Once we learn the battlefield, so-called, then we can challenge anti-Semitism and we can attack anti-Semitism with tools of love, as I said, and this main tool is education.
Rabbi Margolin of the European Jewish Association sees only one way to beat anti-Semitism on the continent.
We truly believe that only governments could really take the right steps in order to eradicate anti-Semitism.
That plan includes government legislation that would mandate educating citizens on anti-Semitism, the Holocaust, and the history of Jewish contributions to Europe. The proposed law would also ban anti-Semitic stereotypes in the public arena, like recent carnivals in Belgium and Spain, plus the sale of Nazi memorabilia.
We could condemn, we could speak, we could try to have dialogue, but at the end of the day, there are too many anti-Semites. And this issue is so old.
And then there's the so-called new anti-Semitism of the left.
Many in the Jewish community are now saying anti-Semitism is actually, or goes actually hand in hand with anti-Zionism.
Anti-Semitism is anti-Semitism, and in the last decades, anti-Semitics were looking for another reason or another excuse to act against Jews. And they found Israel as an opportunity to attack Jews. But most important, the fact is that every time people attack Israel or would like to attack Israel, they also attack Jews in Europe.
In Paris, fear prevents many Jews from wearing their kippahs or head coverings. Margolin, an Orthodox Jew, says his family has experienced this bigotry in their home country of Belgium, yet they will not back down.
We'll insist to work like that because we would like to see all other people to see us and understand that we intend to stay. We intend to continue to fight for our right, and we intend to pass the message that all Jews should be proud about who we are.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Paris, France.
Alpha, Omega.